What do Brazil and Puerto Rico have in common? The correct answer is they both look like hell. A few months ago, we made a fusion between Ironmouse and her fellow vtuber members, but I think a thematic fusion would be a nice next step. I found this artwork by Onin9, and I thought it would be a perfect fit for a fusion between this asshole, Bubi. I started off with the hair, and I was immediately met with a challenge. We're dealing with contrast between dark and light colors. But listen, I don't see colors, alright? I tried a few options, but most of them just look like shit. But I found that if we make the hair black and white, it might give room for me to feel something and add a layer of color on top of the hair without losing any quality. Which fucking worked? I don't know. This also just made the second hair coloring super quick, so we've quickly finished that. For the horns... For the horns, I did a quick copy-paste of the original Bubi horns. It was supposed to be a placeholder, but one thing led to another. He invited me to his penthouse, and he had a nice glass of wine, talking by the fireplace, and we ended up keeping the horns. Whew, yeah, we spent the night together. The clothes were a pretty simple process, apart from a slight inconvenient problem. No, not that. Bubi has so few unique character elements compared to Ironmouse, so I had to deal with it just like Amber Heard deal with Johnny Depp. And how do you do that? You take someone's art and slap that shit on. This analogy doesn't make sense, but I'm also stupid. Everything was looking really good now, but her skin was still a bit off, so I called my local necrophile, and following that I added some details to the clothes so it looked more realistic, and also made sure that the shapes matched with the clothes and looked 3D like. And this marks the first fusion, but we can't forget her companion from Brazil, or wherever he's from. I'm gonna let you on a little secret here. I've been dreading thinking about Bubi's hair color since our last JoJo video. But then I remember Photoshop's amazing apartheid tool, which perfectly segregates multicolors into black and white, which is amazing if you have a taste for shitty jokes. The hair was quickly finished after some small adjustments, and so was the skin, to be honest. Because of the hair and the skin went so well, I started believing that this fusion really was gonna become an easy process. Which it was. Yeah, the clothes were pretty simple as well. I had to fight a little bit with the color. It's no problem really. After that, I started on the horns, where I originally wanted to just change the coloring of Bubi's natural horns. But then I realized I'm a fucking idiot and that's a stupid idea. So instead, I spent 20 minutes fighting with green pointed shapes in hopes that it would look like some nice new horns. I added some of Ironmouse's unique elements onto Bubi to really push the likeliness as much as possible. But in the end, it really just ended up looking like an adult dude who just tried to kind of look like a pedophile. That marks the end of this video. Thank you very much for watching. And if you have any suggestions on what to do next or whatever, just fucking subscribe. Adios.